Hey guys! So, it has been a long time since I've done a favorites video, and I'm totally late doing it in general, but I just thought I would bring you my October favorites. Alright, so in keeping with my beauty favorites, obviously, there's been a ton of stuff that I've been loving, mostly eyeshadow palettes, but I tried to narrow things down to the stuff that I have been reaching for the absolute most. My creme de la creme, the absolute favorites of the month of October. Some of these are kind of been my favorites for the last couple months, but for the most part, it's been the month of October. I want to say the last favorites video I did, a couple of these items were in it, and I honestly have not stopped using them since. So, yeah. Let's get into the first favorite. So, the first one I'm going to start with is blush. And this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Rose Champagne Blush. I'm not gonna lie, I've been using this all the time. Even with all of my absolute favorite, I have so many Tarte blushes that oh, they touch my soul. I love them so much. But I have been reaching for this so much. And I couldn't even tell you, what it is about this one, what it is about the formula, or the color that it turns on my skin. But I've been reaching for this more than my Tarte ones, which is amazing considering 90% of my blush is Tarte. But this one in particular is this really absolutely beautiful kind of neutrally pink color. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, but it really does not really translate on the skin. So yeah, it's just beautiful. And as you can tell, I mean, it's really not the most spectacular blush, but it's so beautiful on the skin. Alright, next up is my bronzer. And I know this one has been in the favorites. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I believe this is in the shade Light Bronze. This bronzer, it is so light and nicely cool toned to the fact that it just gives me the kind of contour that I love. My day-to-day, my everyday, just, it's not anything crazy out there. It's not too dark. It's not too light. It really barely even shows up in a swatch, but it's beautiful and it just gives me the perfect shadowing on my face the way that I like it, and it smells amazing. It smells like sunscreen, like that tropical coconutty sunscreen scent. Yeah, that's what this smells like. And if you don't like that, then you won't like the scent of this. But oh, I love this. It's so good. So yes, this is awesome. If you can find it on sale, it's even more so. I believe it's somewhere between $12 and $14. Totally worth it. I've been using this almost every day for months. And it's been hard for me to go to anything else. I haven't even been really reaching for my Too Faced ones, which y'all know I love my Too Faced contour palette. Barely even touched it because I love this so much. Okay, so I guess sticking with face, I have a foundation that I have been loving, and it is the Too Faced Born This Way. Now, I am an oily grease ball, and this does not necessarily last a full 12 to 24 hours like I would love my foundations to last, but we just know that's not possible. But as this one breaks down, it just kind of dissipates. It doesn't get patchy, it doesn't do anything really that weird. My face still looks fantastic, even after this is broken down and almost vanished. It's like it just kind of, it vanishes, which I would much rather have that than have the cakey, it's here and it's here and it's here, and you can still see all the little patches that it's still left, but you can't, that's it. I hate it when foundation breaks down that way because it just looks ridiculous. This does not do that, and I love it. I am in the shade Vanilla, which is actually a tad light for me right now, but that's also because I did get a little bit of sun this summer, as much as I try to avoid it. And as we all know, I get ghostly pale in the winter, so this will be perfect in about a month. probably sooner because it's really not that far off. So this is definitely my winter shade, but I love this foundation. Like I said, I love how it goes on. I love the look of my skin when it is on, and it doesn't break down in a weird way with the oils on my face. So I very much recommend this, especially as like a day-to-day, everyday type of foundation. I've also heard that it works really well for people with dry skin because I recommended it to one of my friends and she has extremely dry skin. Everything gets weirdly cakey on her, and I recommend she try that. She got a sample, she bought it right away. I mean, she loved it that much. Like, she tried the sample and then she ran out and bought it like the next day because it was that great. So this isn't just for oily skin, this is definitely also for dry skin. And I believe their shade range has gotten larger, whereas they went paler and they went darker. So I'm hoping for my darker skinned beauties out there that they have a shade in your range, because this stuff is amazing. Alright, so moving on to eyes, which you all know I always have a ton of eyeshadow products because I'm just a psycho like that. I'll start with palettes, because there's two. And this is narrowing it down like hardcore for me. So the first one is going to be the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. Now this is a completely matte palette. Most people do not like completely matte palettes because, I don't know, for whatever reason they just don't like them, or they don't like having just neutral colors because they get boring. I love color. Y'all know I love color, but I also like neutrals. And I like neutrals for the sake of being able to start off my eye look. I like having the nice lighter colors to throw in the crease, and I like having, you know, these warmer colors as well. I like having my crease colors and my outer corner colors and, you know, the lower lash line colors and all that. I like all those to be matte. And because I like that, these palettes are fantastic for me to start a look. And then I can grab just a shimmery shade from wherever, finish it off, wham bam, thank you ma'am. It takes me like 5 minutes. I love palettes like this. And this one is just gorgeous. This top row is more of a cool toned, rosy, purpley type tones. They're gorgeous. This row here has your warmer tones plus a gray and really nice black. These darker shades are just gorgeous. Needless to say, this wasn't a palette that I necessarily intended on buying, but when I saw it in person, I bought it immediately because I just thought it was so beautiful. Next palette. Okay. This one gets me. Look how cute! It's so cute. It's the cutest thing ever. So this is the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette from Too Faced. Y'all know I love these little tiny palettes, the little tin ones. I think they're amazing. I think the quality is awesome. They're supposed to be coming out with a peanut butter and honey one soon. I've just seen the packaging. It is adorable. I cannot wait because I love these little palettes, and I will probably buy every single one that comes out eventually, just because that's how I am. To look inside. This palette is full of warm tones and purpley tones. This is honestly one of the most perfect fall palettes. And it smells like peanut butter. Yes, it does. So I love working with these like peachy tones in the crease, these lovely warm peanut butter shades. Oh, they're so beautiful. And these purples are seriously to die for. So I love palettes like this. It's got the warm tones and those lovely purples, and I love purple. Okay, so I have two more eyeshadows to show you. You ready? First of all, I have this one. It is the one that I am wearing currently on my lids, and it is from Smolder Cosmetics. It is a loose pigment, and I am one of those that got suckered into buying it because I saw a video on Facebook. Yep, totally did that. But it is beautiful. Just absolutely amazing. This is called Pink Gold, and it seriously does shift between pink and gold. So yes, the shade Pink Gold, it is absolutely beautiful. I cannot recommend it enough. It is just, oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. All right. And my last eyeshadow, now that I've been talking forever, is by ColourPop. Y'all know this was coming. And it is called Sailor. This color is almost impossible for me to describe. It is so hard to capture the true color, like, on screen. But it is like a taupey beige with, like, blue and turquoise glitter. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, this color on the eyes, it is fairly sheer, but holy crap, is it pretty. Like, this color, seriously, I cannot take pictures of it to do it justice. It's just beautiful. It is like neutral, but because of that glitter, it's got like the pop of color. And it is like so glittery, so incredibly glittery. I want to say this is from like their mega glitter line. Like, I forget what they called it, but it was like tons and tons of glitter. Yeah, just beautiful. And the last few things are lippies. They are both ColourPop. You should have seen this coming. Should have totally seen this coming. But the colors I have been wearing the most have been one of the metallic lips called Man Eater. And it is this really beautiful, like, rose gold type color. Isn't that beautiful? On the lips, this is just amazing. Like, you have no idea. So, Man Eater, and then one of the ultra glossy lips in My Jam. And it's a similar type of shade. It's got a bit of a glitter to it. But I am telling you, this color is gorgeous. Like, do you see? It's so beautiful. Both of these are kind of in that rose gold type, bronzy, just beautiful. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. So that is everything for monthly favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!